Welcome to the Talkin Network. My name is Boogie Bentley. Championship weekend has come and gone. A lot of fun, and I'm not going to beat a dead horse. I'm not going to continue to harp on it, but we may start missing weekends like this if they do expand the college football playoff here in a couple of years, or I guess I should say when they expand the college football playoff. I know most of you guys want it, and I get it. It's fine. We won't harp on that too long, but it was a fun weekend of football, kind of watching to see how that top four was going to shake out. Starts with Utah putting a beating on USC, and Tennessee can thank Utah because now Tennessee locks in that Orange Bowl. We'll get into that here in just a second. TCU goes down to Kansas State, and the college football playoff committee is a joke. It's an absolute joke. I get it. It's in overtime. It's by a field goal, but TCU loses and doesn't fall at all. And you're going to sit here and pretend that it's not because of matchups and money. You know, now you got Georgia has to go play Ohio State, and TCU gets Michigan because they don't want the rematch with Michigan and Ohio State. But you're going to sit here. You're going to sit here and try to sell me that, we just took in, all the criteria into account. Oh, that's a lie. That is a lie. If that's the case, why did Alabama end up number 5 and Tennessee end up number 6? Because it's all about money. It rules the world. It is what it is. But I digress. Let's move on. Again, it goes back to USC getting beat by Utah, opened up the door, gets Tennessee into the Orange Bowl, which is key because if it's not the Orange Bowl, then you're looking at Tennessee going to the Cotton Bowl to possibly play Tulane. And nobody wants to see Tennessee play Tulane in the Cotton Bowl. We talked about it this week or last week that it's just a no-win situation. You end up in a game like that. You win, you're supposed to. You lose, well, the wheels are going to fall off the wagon throughout the offseason, but that's not the case. It is official. Tennessee heading to play Clemson in the Orange Bowl on December the 30th, 8 p.m., late night kickoff. We'll do a tailgate show for that. We'll do a post-game show for that. We'll have you covered all the way up to the game. Look, the transfer portal opens today. Chaos is about to ensue, so I hope you guys will stick around. Before we get into the Orange Bowl, go ahead and smash that thumbs up just below the video. Quick, free, easy, helps the channel. I would greatly appreciate it. Also, if you're new to the Talkin VAWLS Network, if this is the first video you've ever watched and you're wondering what this is, we're not experts, we're not insiders, we're not media. We don't try to pretend to be something we're not. We are fans. This channel is ran by fans. We are fans just like you. So if you like the content, make sure you subscribe, click that bell for notifications. You won't miss out when we go live or when we drop a video. Right now, I'm going live every single Sunday night, 6:30 p.m. Eastern time, playing a little NCAA football, talking Tennessee football. We're going to continue to cover recruiting in the transfer portal. Again, the portal opened up today. It is going to be insanity, boys. I'm going to see if I can keep it covered as much as possible to let you guys know of any targets that Tennessee may be pursuing, who comes, who goes, what happens, what changes. Let's talk about Tennessee and Clemson in the Orange Bowl. I'm kind of shocked by this. I saw that Tennessee opened as a slight underdog, which does not surprise me at all. That's exactly where I expected Tennessee to be. I expected them to be the underdog in this matchup. They did announce yesterday Tennessee will be the away team. Clemson will be the home team. So I wouldn't doubt if you see an all orange versus all white. Going to be a good, clean look for the Orange Bowl. But kind of surprised when I started looking at the matchup, and the ESPN FPI has Tennessee at 57.9% favorites to win this football game. Now, that's not a big gap there. That's a pretty, almost like a pick 'em type of game. It's going to be a good matchup, man. I'm excited about this matchup. What does Clemson bring to the table? They're scoring 34.7 points per game. They allow 20.1 points per game. Tennessee leading the nation in scoring offense and total yards per game, 47.3 points per game, 538.1 yards per game, total yards gained. How does that fall off? I think that's going to be the key to this matchup is Joe Milton. Joe Milton is the key. And yeah, obviously, right? Obviously, Boogie, we're not stupid. We've watched a little bit of football in our day. You're going to lose some production with Hendon Hooker on the sideline. It is what it is. I love Joe. I love his story. I love the fact that he chose to stick it out, hang out, play, wait his turn, sitting behind Hendon Hooker. The relationship that those guys have, I just love Joe, and he deserves success. I would love nothing more than him to come out, ball out against Clemson, go into the 2023 season leading the way as QB1 and never look back, have some type of amazing Heisman Trophy campaign run in 2023. Is he the T. Martin to Hendon Hooker's Peyton Manning? I would love to see it. I would love to see that. Hendon would forever be the guy that got us back on track, got us going back in the right direction. Can Joe Milton go get it done? We're going to find out. It's going to be a little audition coming up when Tennessee plays Clemson on December the 30th. That's the biggest key for me. Something else that you have to talk about when it comes to these bowl games is opt-outs. Who's going to opt out? Who's going to play? Do you guys think, hit the comments, do you guys think anybody on Tennessee's roster elects not to play in the Orange Bowl? And some people, it's this weird thing where going into the year, we talk about wins and losses, expectations. Oh, 8-4. Wasn't too long ago, we just wanted to get 6-6. Why do we want to get to 6-6? Why is that the magic number? Just get bowl eligible, we would say. Just get bowl eligible. Now, all of a sudden, you finish the year 10-2, and people say, well, bowl games don't really matter, Boogie. I don't care if players opt out. I do. I do. And sometimes I get on here and I don't state my opinions firm enough. Sometimes I say, well, I get it. I understand why. Opt-outs, I don't agree with. I disagree with them 100%. I never disagree with a kid leaving early. You want to leave early after your junior year to go off to the NFL and make millions of dollars for your family, that's fine. I got no problem with that. Look out for you. I get it. I understand. Cade Mays, when he went to the NFL, some people saying, well, but he should have come back. He checked the feelers of the NFL draft, and he went off to the NFL, and he's making money. And I don't blame a kid for that. But opting out of a bowl game is different. It's different than going to the draft. When you walk out of that locker room and you slap the sign that says, I will give my all for Tennessee today, it doesn't just mean for this game. It doesn't just mean, well, I'll give my all for Tennessee until the NFL comes calling, and I'm going to just opt out, guys. I'm done. I'm not going to play the bowl game. That's quitting. That's quitting on your team. It's no different than these guys entering the portal before the year is over. That's quitting on your team. Finish the job that you signed up for. You didn't sign up to play a regular season. You didn't sign up to play, I'll play a regular season. If we make it to the national championship, I'll play them because that matters. But the Orange Bowl doesn't matter. It does matter. It does matter. The Orange Bowl does. I'm sick and tired of hearing people say, oh, these bowl games don't matter. Then why do we play them? Let's just cancel them all. Let's just cancel them all, and we'll all sit around through December and watch basketball because that's exciting. I'm not a fan of the opt-outs. Does Cedric Tillman opt out? Maybe. And now I'm going to talk out of both sides of my mouth because if a guy has a nagging injury, then I get it. Get healthy. I got no problem with that. What about Jalen Hyatt? He's a guy, he's a name that keeps getting thrown around of a possible opt-out because of his draft stock. I would not be happy if Jalen Hyatt elects to not play this game. Some other names getting thrown around, BY, Darnell Wright. Does Tennessee play this game with a full roster? We'll see. Hit the comments. Let me know what you think. Does Tennessee have any opt-outs for the Orange Bowl? As far as matching up with Clemson, the last time these two teams met, 2004 in the Peach Bowl, Clemson won 27-14. Prior to that, these two teams have not faced off in my entire lifetime. Only that one-time matchup. The entire time that I've been alive prior to that, they have met 18 times. Most of those matchups came prior to 1920 based on an article that I looked up. But I like this matchup, man. And because of our location where I'm at, you got a lot of Clemson fans around here. It's also big in the world of recruiting. It's something Dauber touched on the other night in the live stream. Mentioned, this is going to help recruiting, man. You're going head-to-head with the team that you face on the recruiting trail. What does the matchup look like? Again, Tennessee, I think their offense going to be a little different under Joe Milton. I think they'll still have the ability to score points. Clemson's offense, have they found their quarterback? Cade Klubnik comes in the ACC championship, 20 of 24, 279 yards and a touchdown. Also added 30 yards on the ground and a touchdown. Does Dabo Swinney roll him out there? Does he roll him out there? Do you see DJ get the start? Big Ball Daddy making jokes about that yesterday. You got to think that they roll with Cade Klubnik. Also, something going to be talked about this week is the old burger flipping bowl, because you go back to Dabo Swinney's comments after the loss to South Carolina. He says, when you're in Tennessee's position, you're like, okay, we beat South Carolina. We beat Vanderbilt. We're in the playoffs. He says they're flipping burgers at the house, having a cold drink, watching championship weekend. What are we? We 3? Are we 4? Where are we going? Are we in Arizona? Are we in Atlanta? And the next thing you know, you forgot you got to go play. Now, the funny thing about that, Dabo Swinney did the same exact thing the very next week, lost to South Carolina. Now he's also sitting at home during championship weekend, and now he's got to face off the Tennessee Volunteers in the Orange Bowl coming up later in the month. Kind of a quick video, rambled maybe a little bit on the opt-outs, but that's something that I'm passionate about. It bothers me. It upsets me. Hit the comments. Let me know your thoughts. What are your thoughts on the matchup? What are your thoughts on opt-outs? Do you like this game for Tennessee? Again, not surprised that they're the underdog going into this thing. You guys know the deal. Smash the thumbs up on the way out the door. The links to all of the official Talkin' Vols merch is in the description below. bonfire.com/store/talkinballs. Go pick up something for Christmas. We would appreciate the support. Thank you to all the members of the channel. That's going to do it for this one. This is the Talkin' Balls Network. My name is Boogie Bentley. Go Big Orange.